All right, let's talk about the January reset. It's all about how to take that quiet, post-holiday calm and turn it into a really powerful opportunity for a strategic and, budget-friendly home refresh.
You know that feeling, right? The guests have all gone home, the decorations are finally packed away, and this deep calm just sort of settles over the entire house.
I mean, for the first time in what feels like forever, all that festive chaos is gone, and your space feels, well, completely quiet. And sometimes, yeah, almost overwhelmingly so.
But see, this isn't just about the quiet. It's a real opportunity. This is the moment your home finally gets to exhale, and you can see it clearly for what it is, and even more importantly, what it could be.
This is what we're calling the post-holiday exhale. It's that feeling we all get, wanting to bring back a sense of order after all the wonderful madness. We're not talking about a massive overhaul here, just making things feel a little lighter, a little more intentional.
So why January? Why this month specifically? Well, because it's a pretty unique strategic window. This is the traditional season for white sales and big clearance events, because retailers are trying to make room for all their new spring stuff. This is absolutely when smart shoppers make their move.
And that, right there, brings us to the core idea, the January reset. Just think of it as strategic home refreshing on a budget. It's focused on mindful, high-impact upgrades that actually improve your daily life, not some huge, costly renovation.
Okay, so where do you even start? We're going to break down 4 key areas that give you the most impact. Let's kick things off with the heart of the home.
First up, the living room. This is probably the space that saw the most action over the holidays, right? And it's usually the first place we really want to reclaim as our own again.
Now, what's really interesting here is the timing. January is prime time for those big-ticket items like sofas and chairs. See, retailers are getting ready for new collections that arrive around President's Day, so they quietly start putting older, but still brand new, floor models and extra stock on clearance.
And this just captures that feeling perfectly, doesn't it? After you've watched your family and friends all pile onto that same well-worn sofa for a month straight, January is often that moment you look at it and you just know, it's time for an upgrade.
Next, let's talk about restoring a little sanity with storage and organization. This is less about looks and way more about creating function and, honestly, calm.
Think about it. After a month of new gifts and totally disrupted schedules, just finding a home for everything is crucial. This is where pieces like bookcases or dressers or even those really clever storage beds come in. They might not be the most exciting purchases, but man, they are the kind that bring that sense of order right back into your daily routine.
This is so true, isn't it? That same pile of stuff that was totally invisible during the festive chaos suddenly feels deafening in the quiet of January. Tackling it head-on with some smart storage is just a huge win.
Okay, next up, let's shift to a more personal space, the bedroom. For this room, the January reset is all about making small upgrades that have a surprisingly big impact on your well-being.
You know, January has this long history as the month for white sales. It's this old tradition of selling linens and bedding at a discount. So this is the perfect time to invest in things that directly help you get better rest, like fresh sheets, better pillows, or maybe a really cozy blanket.
And that's the key point here. These aren't dramatic, one-time changes. They're these little improvements that pay off every single day. And let's be honest, better sleep is one of the best investments you can possibly make in yourself.
And finally, our 4th area, the home office. As soon as the holidays wrap up and work starts again, this space suddenly comes into very sharp focus. As soon as you get back into your work routine, you start to notice the little things, right? The chair that isn't quite right, the desk that's a little too low. Now is the time to look for deals on things like ergonomic chairs or standing desks. These quiet improvements can make those long work days so much easier.
This quote just nails that experience. It's that sudden realization you have on the first Monday back at work that your setup just isn't working for you anymore. January is the month to fix that.
So when you bring all 4 of these areas together, it really reveals the core philosophy of the January reset. It's not just about the deals, it's about the whole mindset.
And this is maybe the single most important takeaway. The goal is to choose pieces that actually solve a problem, that enhance your comfort, and that support your everyday life, all while taking advantage of this strategic financial window. It's really about thoughtful additions, not just more stuff. We really hope this framework helps you apply some of these ideas to your own home. And hey, for more practical guides and seasonal tips, you can always check out FurnitureGuide.net.
And that leaves us with just one final thought to take with you. As you look around your own space after hearing all this, which room is kind of calling out to you? Is it the living room, the bedroom, or maybe that home office? Just thinking about that, well, that's the very first step in your own January reset.